welcome to this month's session of Investing Masterminds. I'm Eric Metamar from UltimateInvestorSystem.com. Most of you on this webinar will, of course, know me from there because you started off your search there and located me there and bought into the Investor Masterminds Club. Today we are going to be covering a multitude of things, and I see that we've got quite a few people lined up with questions. From all over the world, it looks like. We got someone, that can't be a city, Paradise? Surfers Paradise, Australia? I'm going to have to check up on that. Anyway, what's going to happen is you guys are going to send your questions over to my lovely assistant, Jamie. Jamie is going to type them, send them over to me, and I will go through them one by one, answering them to the best of my ability, and hopefully that will be good enough for you. The first question we're going to start off with is from Christine in Indianapolis. I just lost my job. How many of us have it? I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you, but it seems to be something that's plaguing most people in the nation. What do you think would be the best strategy to get started in the real estate investing business without many resources at my disposal? Very good question for a couple reasons. One, because there's a lot of other people in your boat right now who are losing their jobs, and for most of them, real estate investing would seem like the farthest thing from their mind as far as what their options are and what their opportunities are, particularly because a lot of people, even when they had great jobs, were saying that they wanted to get going as investors, but they weren't making it happen. They were going to wait till things got better. But you know, I would use this as a catapult, Christine, to really get going and take advantage of this time that you've got. Keep applying for jobs. You may not want to jump in full time initially, especially if you have a family or anybody to support. But you know, looking at the question, I would say, and I know it seems like, of course I would say this because that's what business I'm in is wholesaling. But I would say real estate wholesaling is going to be your best strategy to get started if you do have limited resources. And I'll tell you why. Real estate wholesaling is one of the few investing niches that you can get started, and you don't necessarily need any money. You don't necessarily need any cash. You don't necessarily need any credit. In fact, not even necessarily, you really don't need any of those things to get started in wholesaling. And the last great part is just because you don't have to have any money involved, cash involved, credit involved, you don't have to have any risk, which is even better if you're looking to get started in the real estate investing game. So you know, that's where I would get started. I would really put your emphasis on there. I know that you've already bought my Ultimate Investor System. Go through there, look at some of my buyer finding strategies that I've laid out. Pay close attention to the reverse MLS strategy. That's going to be a fantastic one, and I know we've covered it on previous calls and gone into great detail. Perhaps you want to go back in to the members area on our site and re-go over that, because I've got some pretty decent video layout for it, and it's also mentioned in my course. But definitely, you know, focus on that. Use the reverse MLS technique. Build your buyers list quick, and then you know, the last thing is get out of your own way, because more than likely, if you're like the hundreds of other people who I spoke with, you're getting in your own way, and that's what's going to prevent you from making it in the investing business, whether or not you have a job or not. If you can just dedicate, you know, 5 to 10 hours a week while you're looking for your job to really putting your mind to wholesaling, to building your buyers list, getting out there, networking, learning from people, attending the functions in your area, you can definitely make it as a real estate wholesaler. And I've had students who've actually profited in less than 30 days using the system. So that's a good thing for you, because of course if you're jobless, more than likely money is an issue. So that's my best answer. I'd like to thank you for sending in that question, Christine. Now we'll move on to the next.